Well, at least you gotta be able to outrun your friends. That's
it.
There you go. You got seatbelts on?
Yeah.
All right.
Up to the point. Up to the point.
I have to say, this is going a lot better than last time around. Much better. You guys doing any hiking out here?
We went to
Slide Rock.
Oh, you did Slide Rock?
Well, near.
it was too crowded.
Yeah,
It's
we
too
couldn't.
crowded.
It
so
is.
we went-
It gets crowded
we
there,
went
especially
just have a little hike up
days
there.
like this. Well,
Found no water.
no.
We did find a little piece of water. We just didn't get in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really quick,
Yeah.
I just want to point this stuff out. You see that black crust there on the ground, the darker soil?
Okay.
That is a living microorganism. It's called cryptobiotic soil. So it's kind of like coral with its one footprint.
Something on the ground. It takes 50 to 100 years to form. And step on it.
Yeah, it's probably something very similar.
Washington State. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh, Washington State. Yeah, probably some kind of microorganism, fungus.
We call it graffiti in Texas.
Yeah, you get some bad stuff, but people writing their names over the pictographs.
Oh, yeah.
Same people chucking beer bottles in.
Yep.
This all has water falling through it when you get the monsoon. Depends on the guide. It's kind of up to the guide. If you're not comfortable doing it, you don't want to do it. I have been stranded out on tour in a monsoon before, so yeah, you gotta be kind of careful with the flash floods. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The guests were a little indifferent about the whole thing, but that one came out of nowhere. None of us expected it.
So how many trips do you make a day?
We'll do up to 5. But what's nice about this is the rotating schedule. So you get one day where you're very high up on the board, then you get a midday, then a low day. So the lowest day, you might get 1 or 2 tours. Some low days you don't even get a tour. It just depends on how busy it is. Georgia.
Yes, to do some chiropractic.
I finally saw a chiropractor. It's like 2 weeks ago for the first time. It's like your left leg is about 2 inches shorter than your right leg. You know that, right? From pressing the gas. About 2 inches shorter by the end of the day from being compacted all day. Yeah, you get 10 hours of tours. They're 12-hour days, but they fly by. We gotta watch the jeeps. All the dirt we wash off of these at the end of the day, you gotta be spotless inside and out. It collects into a wash bay in an underground grate, and once that fills up enough, the maintenance crew comes in, shovels it out in the big tubs, they bring it right back out to the trails. Yep, recycle the dirt, maintain the trails better. We help the Forest Service out a lot with these.
I do the same thing at home. The wife keeps sweeping the dirt out, I keep bringing it back in.
Got this recycle.
There you go.
Recycle. That's what we're trying to do. Does she spray you with the hose if you do it?
It's happened.
Better than a frying pan.
There you go.
call this the spooky tree right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a whole cedar.
That's a lot of dirt.
That's Arizona cypress. Sorry.
See it? It's right there.
Right
See
here.
it? Spooky at night comes a lot.
That you can see
It
these.
has a nose and a horrible mouth.
It does kind of, doesn't it? A little deformed, maybe. Then you've got the third smaller spire, kind of right behind this tree here.
Yeah.
To the right of the third spire is Yogi the Bear leaning against the rock, looking out to the left. He's got a little hat on.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
I totally see him. He also looks like Fozzie Bear.
Yeah. You got 1, 2, 3,
I got it.
third spire, then the fourth.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. There's a lot of cold rocks.
I don't know if we're gonna get quite that high up there. I have seen people rappelling down that with ropes and everything. You gotta be able to climb up the rocks to get up there. Very, very, very steep. And there's something even crazier up here I'm gonna show you that people do that you probably won't believe me. 63 coming up to point 63. So there's a lot of mountain biking out here. What people have been doing the last 4 or 5 years on their mountain bikes, so right up here, they go down to that white line right there and ride their bikes back and forth on that. Which is about, you're not on a ledge, you're on a 45 or so degree angle on that. And if you fall, there's just cliff. If you fall off your bike, you're done.
Yeah, there's something similar to that, like Moab or something in Utah.
Oh, Moab's
Yeah, there's
crazy.
something where you can't stop. It's like a aerodrome or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they have those trails that are like a foot to 2 feet wide, and they're going 40 miles per hour or more down those things. And just cliffs. Nothing like that out here, but I think Moab probably has some places like that. You gotta understand, laughter means faster, everybody. You're asking for it.
Oh, you already did.
Yeah.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good.
Yeah, I got
And this is Chicken Point up here. Yeah. This is not Mushroom Rock yet. After we get back in the Jeep, we're going to be driving towards Mushroom Rock. Keep forgetting this is the one Jeep. That's half the size of the water jug. They usually have.
Next to that huge
So, up this way is Eagle Rock. Kind of perched up on the rock and kind of to the right.
I see it.
And then I think even cooler is Camel Rock over behind us. All the way to the right, there's that big hump with the gray limestone on top.
Oh, yeah.
That's the camel's back, and then the head is just to the left, 2 little ears looking out that way. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. Camel Rock.
Can we look in front of it?
Well, we're gonna get on that side, but from that angle, it doesn't look so much like. Like remember the Yogi the Bear
Yeah,
is
he's
right
like
up there now. It doesn't look anything like him now. So it really depends on the angle at which you're looking.
Oh, I got it. What's shiny? That's not moisture.
Yeah, wash the mud out. It's a little bit gritty.
Runs to the gas, get a little high octane in there. I just realized this about 2 weeks ago. Somebody was coming down this in a natural Jeep and they hit the gas instead of the brake and they boom right into the tree over there. But they were fine, nothing happened to them. But the Jeep was just destroyed.
I hope they got the insurance.
They do, but I bet you half the time they don't tell their insurance company because it's through your own insurance company. And I bet you a lot of them would be against doing that, depending on your record. So we're gonna get a little glance at Submarine Rock.
Coming out right before the speed bump, heading out.
This is the first one we were walking on, straight ahead out there. You can see Submarine Rock. And you'll see it in its entirety once we're right by Mushroom Rock, which will be very soon. Very close to being there. This week I've just been extra fast. Living you there. Now these have probably about 25, 30 grams on it. Goodyear tires that last about one good year.
Yeah.
They literally about 1 year, 10,000, 15,000 miles. Mushroom Rock. Straight ahead.
Yeah, it looks like a mushroom.
Yep. We're going to see a couple other formations right up here too. View the sky here.
There you go.
UFO Rock. And then you've got Mushroom Rock up on the very top.
See, I think you should just make something up and go, look, don't you see that? And then like, no one can see it, and it could be, you know, something really obscure.
Ghost rock. Feel free to use that.
Yeah. Ghost rock right there. See it?
That's the tallest point in Sedona. Ghost Rock. There is a Darn If I Know Canyon.
Yes, there is.
But
I believe it's down if I know.
It's Damn Fine.
You could always do a Chris rock.
Right up Schnebley Hills. that's Thunder Mountain there, and that's Wilson. Both are about similar elevation, right around 6,800 feet. You're just now it doesn't quite look like a UFO though.
Out there like that? Deep up there? Oh my goodness. Ooh, Carson, you want to do that? Then you will see how it looks.
I saw him plugging his brake line with some bubble yum this morning. You're good.
What's that?
Plugging your brake line with some bubble yum.
Yeah, if it's yellow, it's not brake fluid.
I
They don't have any questions.
Bring them back up one more time. They'll come up with some questions.
Oh my goodness.
They'll question their life decisions.
Yeah, that's next.
That was your future rock.
Yeah, that's future rock right there.
This is where your future's going.
I just went through training for this. We're good. Yeah, of course I can do it. The whole initiation of Pink Jeep is at one point though you gotta do it no hands.
Oh.
So I got somebody watching here. I think this is the time to do it. You good?
No.
We're good. Go for it. No? No, like you don't want to do this.
It's not a thrill seeker.
We're going.
Yes, drive it so.
Woo!
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh boy. You want to hop out and get some pictures? Some right down here. I'll do that panoramic before and after thing. The after might be down with this.
You're funny.
I got it. Woo!
Yay, Mike!
That was close.
Our hero.
I graduated with a painting degree. And I went and taught overseas for a year, came back, and I started getting into it, got into a bad program, kind of got out of it. This is, I don't know, this is kind of close to just being able to learn all the information about the area, geology and all that.
Do you paint?
Yeah,
So do you paint in Arizona?
I do now. I do now.
What else?
Lots of inspiration here.
There's Stuck Again Rock, which I think we're on right
Is
now.
it really stuck? That's like a You're just kidding.
Well, have you seen Snoopy Rock?
Yes.
Well, I think I'm fresh out of rocks.
No more rocks. Sorry, Carson.
Pop rocks.
Pop
Yeah,
rocks.
Pop rocks.
Because let's think, we saw Whale Rock, Mushroom Rock,
Yogi Bear.
UFO Rock, Yogi Bear, Camel Rock, Eagle Rock, Submarine Rock.
Well, why didn't we get in front of the
We were actually in front of the camel right now.
He doesn't look like him.
Nope. So the camel is now Yeah, you see the
Oh, I see it.
you see how this rock
Yeah.
the big one comes down, kind of curves, and then it hits the next side with it's got the gray rock on top of it. That's the camel.
It just doesn't look like you.
Just doesn't look like a camel, yeah.
It doesn't look like a camel.
Yeah. Yogi the bear from the chapel side looks like Madonna at the rocks. Have you all been to the chapel?
No.
No? That's something pretty. Have you been there? No. Pretty amazing architecture. Chapel, it was the first Catholic church built in Sedona, but it's built into the Red Rocks.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty cool to go check that out. A lot of people end up talking about the house across the street from it more. It's a big mansion. Guy that invented technology for LASIK eye surgery.
We're gonna go because we couldn't find any water.
That sounds like a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. Well, for the Texan in the Jeep, we got the Texas speed bumps right here.
There you go.
They say everything's bigger in Texas.
That's right.
These speed bumps are a little bigger.
Yeah.
Goodness.
You guys gonna hold on tight on this one?
Uh-huh.
There we go. Not so much this one. Gotta get a little air time. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That's uptown right down there. That is quite a hike to get up there.
About 68 pounds.
What are the rocks in the little pit things?
Those are called cairns.
Okay.
They're basically trail markers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, usually you see them like stacked up. I think people even do those just want for like spiritual kind of balance, but if you're lost, just to know that somebody's been there before. Somebody's been, so you see the skeletons.
Yeah.
And
82 inbound. 82 in on the lane.
so we call this right in here the Zen Garden. Your little moment of Zen before the road of no return, which we're slowly approaching. Another reason you call it the Zen Garden are these trees here. They're growing right out of the sandstone, a lot of them. So the roots don't go very deep, so the trees don't grow very tall. So they almost kind of resemble bonsai trees.
What kind of tree are they, do you know?
This is a pinyon pine right here with the needles. And that's how you can kind of differentiate a pinyon pine from the rest of the trees. The pine needles on it, which are packed full of vitamin C. And that is also where you get pinyon pine nuts from. Buy pine nuts at the grocery store, they're inside the pine cones. Even the bark on that tree is edible. There's a way to cook it up in a frying pan and eat it. It's got nutritional value. It's like the Willy Wonka tree of the Southwest. And behind that is a juniper, another juniper right here. So pinyon pine on the right with the needles, juniper on the left. And then you got a lot of Arizona cypress trees out in this area. Basically those three types of trees, unless you're closer to a creek. Then you get more sycamores and cottonwoods. Juniper trees, the berries on them, that's where you get flavoring for gin. Take a little bite out of a berry, you'll taste that for hours. This juniper was struck by lightning here. Kind of wrapped around the other one. Yeah. It's up right down the center. Still growing. I don't think so. Yeah, it was probably during a monsoon season where there was a lot of rain going on. It may have just put it out. We did have a couple lightning strikes that caused fires earlier this year, though. Memorial Day weekend, this was all smoke in here. It was bad. They were controlled. They were letting them burn up to about 2,500 acres. But they were all up on top of the plateau. We are slowly heading back. There's one more good last hurrah coming up here very soon. Yeah, you'll definitely see Snoopy Rock. So we should all take a nice deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth.
You can see that in a rock.
Look, Carson, what we have to do.
In that rock.
Okay, let's all start laughing really loud.
Master.
Mom, I don't get it.
I forgot how to do it.
That's okay, they're there to stop us.
Yeah.
Or either we're going to push them over the edge, one or the other.
Gonna be a little sliding right here. Ready for a little bump right about No, stay right there. Where are you going?
He heard that and said, I'm out of here. You're going to be on YouTube.
They're saying you are too.
That's why they call it YouTube. You're on the tube. Saw somebody when I first started doing this job. I had this group of kids on my tour, chaperone. We're all out on Submarine Rock. Everybody's running around having a good time. And all of a sudden we just hear metal crashing down the rocks.
You saw what?
Metal. We heard metal crashing down the rocks. We look over here, and there was one of the little razors, little off-road vehicles that tried going up that.
Oh,
And they got to the very top. They gave a little too much gas and just boom,
came over backwards.
went backwards. And we watched them bounce down this thing. And dust everywhere, you know, tires rolling down the hill. Kids on my tour are all freaking out. Are we doing that? Not now, we're not. And all these people started running over to the vehicle. And all of a sudden, within minutes, you just heard everybody in the vehicle burst out laughing. Perfectly fine. Like the let's do it again kind of laugh. That was awesome. Nobody was injured. Unbelievable. 63 outbound. 63 hours. All you gotta do is laugh. It does sound kind of maniacal. It's even more maniacal than mine is. Mine's gotten progressively worse over the years of doing this. now and then you'll see deer right in that area.
Yeah.
You don't see many bucks out yet.
Saw a bunch of them this morning on the way to the Grand Canyon.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, 89A?
No, out towards Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I went up there.
No, didn't see him. That's all I saw was deer.
Hands up!
There was a guy out on the Diamondback Gulch tour earlier this year dressing up in a Sasquatch uniform. And we didn't hire him or anything. He was just out there doing it. And it was like January. It was freezing cold out. And he was trying to scare. I mean, there were guys coming back saying there was a Sasquatch out there. And they were like scared. They were like, we saw it off in the distance. And a couple of them had seen it, swore by it. Finally, somebody in the back caught a picture. And ended up emailing it to one of the guide managers about a week later, and he's looking at it. This guy in a ghillie suit, like an Alaskan one, a hunting suit.
Oh, yeah.
A white ghillie suit was not proper hunting attire for Sedona, Arizona. And he was out here doing this during hunting season in open carry, Arizona. It's not the brightest idea dressing up as a Sasquatch. No. And I don't know, one day he just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened. But,
Mounted on somebody's wall.
yeah. All right, here's your test. Remember, if you don't pass this, you get survival skills. Did I mention that? What do you use this plant for?
Which one is it? The yucca? Oh,
Yeah.
soap.
Nice. No, you don't get survival skills. Wow. But if you did, you'd be using that plant. Have you ever heard of Easter Island?
Yes.
So, you know the faces on Easter Island? Well, right up there kind of looks like one looking out to the right. That's another rock formation there. Easter Island face.
Where?
There.
Very
On
end.
the very edge.
Yep.
Oh, one of those like.
It looks like a tiki head kind of. What he said?
He thought it was going to be a nice and peaceful ride.
That's funny. You know what though? Once we hit the paved road, it's going to be the most peaceful ride ever.
We'll be
Because after
slow.
driving all these bumps, hitting a flat paved road is flat. Can you imagine 100 years ago riding around on this stuff in a wooden wagon? You know, there's a reason they're never smiling in photos back then.
Yeah.
People ride horses up here.
Yeah, yep. No horse tours right in Sedona, but there are some down south, a little south of here in Page Springs. I've done it up in Payson, Arizona, which is a beautiful area. You been up to Payson before?
No.
No.
When I went riding on a horse, I had a horse named Red Bull.
He was hurt?
Yeah.
Who's tractor?
It's the first deer we've seen. Sorry. Horrible joke. Last time I went horseback riding, my horse must have been in the pen all day because they had really bad Yes. And it was the most hilarious thing yet the most terrifying experience. Nitrous boots. It would go running straight towards a tree and then just jet up to the left, like right a foot before the tree. It was terrifying, but I was like laughing hysterically at the same time.
Kind of like me in this Jeep ride.
Pretty much.
Boys like hard.
Here, we're going to the